Hello, guys. Hello. 6 in the live, 2 likes. Like England won their opening game of the World Cup 6-2 against Iran. Huge number at the moment, 62. A reason why the Warriors dropped to 29-30 last night against the Lakers, 60-second time. So I'm here today with Chuck, who I've got nothing but love for. We're going to have a deep conversation. I'm going to let him basically dictate it with his finds, with his presentation. And it's going to make you think. And we're on the same page with this because we had a discussion about it. 4 in the live, 3 likes. Yesterday I played football. My team won 4-3. Cheeky 2 goals from me. Man United knocked out Barcelona 4-3. That was all connected to John Motson, who was born in Manchester on the 191st day of the year, the 43rd prime. I was doing that code during that game whilst I was out having enchiladas. Much love, Far West. How you doing? Michael's in the house. Amazing guy. 6079 Smith, incredible coder. The truth will set us free. Just ask John Hopkins University. That's their motto. Indeed it is. I get what you're saying, but you should probably spell Jesus' name right. God bless, bro. I've told you my opinion when it comes to the spelling of Jesus. It's about, for me, believing that whatever you want to call him, sacrificed himself for our sins. I believe in the Holy Trinity. I don't want to get into that. I'm not going to debate the name of this person when none of us truly know. You can say Yeshua, Yah, whatever you want to say. You get my point. So I'm going to call Chuck now, and this is going to be really thought-provoking, all right? If you like Chuck's work, you don't just like it, you absolutely love it, all right? He's one of those people. It's either too much for you because there's too much information, or you're like, wow, I can't wait for this. So I give him a call now. And before I get into this, I just want to say much love to my dad. I just spoke to him about an hour ago. He's in Spain. What a guy. In the gym, 67, pumping some steel, baby. All right, I'm gonna give him a call now. There we go. I got a nice milkshake here. Well, smoothie. Much love, Gary.
Yeah, hi Adam, how you doing?
Chuck, how we doing, mate? I'm all good. I was just on the phone to my dad, and now I'm ready for this. This is going to be special. So let's break it down.
Your dad? Good?
Yeah, no, my dad's great. I know you're a big fan of Spain, aren't you? My dad's in Spain right now. He's there for 2 more weeks.
Hopefully the south, because my mate messaged me from northern Spain, and the beast from the east is over there. It's like -2 or something.
Are you serious? Oh my word! No, it's just in your classic. Yeah. It's in your classic Benidorm. I don't know what part of Spain that is.
East, southeast, so it should be fine.
All right, hopefully. It seems to be okay. Jeez, I'm not going to call him now and say, hey, be aware of the beast from the east. I'll put him off his trip. No, he's all good. Yeah. He's all good. Like, you go to Spain, don't you, like, as an Englishman, just for the weather and get away from everything. So I said the weather's nice and just chilling out.
Food.
Yeah. The food's all good in Spain. So it's called La Madonna, yeah? The name of this live. And is it focusing around Virgin Mary?
Most of it is to do with the Virgin Mary, yeah. Stroke La Madonna, stroke Madonna, 9/11, coronavirus, Revelation.
It's all synced in it, bro. It's all synced, and we show it every day now. Yeah.
And to be honest, nothing's become clearer until I started doing this code. Now for about 2 weeks since you were banned, I could add a little bit more every day.
Wow, if you spent 2 weeks on a code, it's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah, a few hours a day, not solid.
Hopefully everybody's going to appreciate it. I'm sure they are. Anybody who tunes into my live streams obviously love making numerical connections. So it ain't even just numbers, is it, these days with what we do? It's so much more than numbers as well, isn't it? It's like this narrative, this theme. Like, I know you're probably going to cover this, so I don't want to jump in too much, but you had Madonna sing "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina." The truth is I never left you. And then you've got Madonna and Maradona and the Argentina. And it's like, that made me think, did Maradona really die when I heard those lyrics? The truth is I never left you. It made me think, did he actually die?
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
Evita,
good
whoever
point.
it was.
I didn't have anything about that particular
perfect.
concert that she did.
Right. I'm gonna let you go.
Some other
You go for it, bro. You go for it, because I end up jumping in. You present. You go, because I'll jump in, and you know how I am. So let's go.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, as I said, it's to do with Mary, but that comes a little bit later. But I'll just give you an example. And it's in the football with the Europa League. Now, Juventus beat Nantes 3-0. 30th prime is 113. Game was 168 days from Queen's death. Juventus, known as the old lady, like the Queen. Queen Elizabeth II equals 168. La Madonna equals 168. La Madonna is Virgin Mary. Di Maria scored a hat-trick. The Virgin Mary equals 169, and it's a span of 169 days from Queen's death. Di Maria wears 22. 22nd prime is 79. The Virgin Mary equals 79. The Virgin Mary equals 134. Di Maria equals 134. Juventus Football Club equals 64, and its 64th prime is 311. And
can I jump in with something? Can I jump in with something about Di Maria?
Yeah. I remember you told me something. Yeah, go.
Yeah. So with Di Maria, you've got the Copa America, which Argentina recently won by defeating Brazil 1-0. Di Maria got the winning goal in that game after 22 minutes. He was wearing number 11. And then Argentina's World Cup campaign began on 22/11, where they lost to Saudi Arabia, the anniversary of JFK's assassination. And then Di Maria, who's so connected to the Beast, he scored in the World Cup final after 36 minutes. And the Beast reigns for 3 years and 6 months. And we know all about Argentina's 36-game undefeated streak and all of that. So Di Maria, who played at the Red Devils, didn't he? I've never rated him. I've never rated him. He's been at PSG, Real Madrid, Man United, Juventus, Argentina. And I know how to play football. I know the game inside out. I never really rated him. I always thought, why is he playing on these top teams? And there's something about Angel Di Maria, which means Angel of Mary, doesn't it? There's something with that player.
That's it. So the question is, what is the Beast? And
yes.
I think this code will answer that question, in my opinion. But the Virgin Mary equals 169. Lionel Messi is 1.6 meters tall. Messi was born 10,540 days after Madonna and the Jesuits founded in 1540. Wow. And I know why the 186 is so big with connection to 9/11. Because the Virgin Mary,
Go on. You know how big I love that number.
Yeah, because I know you like the 186s.
Yeah, Lewandowski just scored 186 days before his birthday.
Right, yeah. And, because the Virgin Mary equals 169, and the 169th day of the year is 18th of the 6th.
Oh, my goodness.
And possibly the biggest band in history, Paul McCartney, was born 18th of the 6th, 1942. 3 years, 11 weeks exactly to the end of World War II. He was born 2009 weeks exactly before John Lennon was shot dead. And there's 20 months, 9 days between their births. And of course, 29 is 10th prime. Satan equals 10. John, Paul, George, and Ringo equal 119 and written out. And John, Paul, George, and the symbol Ringo equals 217. And buildings 2, 1, and 7 came down in that order on 9/11.
And did you see the Premier League? This Premier League this season started on the 217th day of the year, and it ends on a day with 217 days left in the year on Phil Foden's birthday.
Shit,
217 is also Michael Jordan's birthday, isn't it? The GOAT.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Jeez, mate, this is insane.
The biggest concert they ever had was in the Shea Stadium, New York, on 15th of the 8th, 1965. 258 days to Church of Satan founded. Number of the Beast equals 258. Order of Illuminati equals 258. It was on 15th of the 8th. Hail Satan equals 158. Virgin Mother equals 158. 84 months after Madonna's birth, Queen Elizabeth II equals 84, the Jesuit Order equals 84, Divine Feminine equals 84, the Catholic Church equals 84, Superior General equals 84. Now on to Madonna, because obviously she's named after La Madonna.
Yeah.
And she was discovered while living in Corona, Queens, New York, in an abandoned synagogue.
I didn't know that.
Hey?
I didn't know that.
No, I didn't know that till I saw it on Wiki. Corona, Queens, NY equals 186. And as you know, from 9/11 attacks, the coronavirus declared pandemic is 18 years, 6 months.
Yeah.
Madonna equals 127. Buildings 1, 2, and 7 came down on 9/11.
Did you know that do you know 127's the 31st prime, which is the 11th prime, like the Twin Towers?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. All the thing.
Yeah.
Murder by Numbers by the police was released 17th of the 6th, 1983. So 98 years after the Statue of Liberty arrives in the States. Queen died on 9/8. Angel of Death equals 9/8. And so, in your opinion, like, I know the Statue of Liberty is like a variation of Virgin Mary, really, and Goddess Columba.
Yeah.
So it's all kind of connected.
All connected. Everything is.
Yeah. And Murder by Numbers was released 168th day of the year, and Madonna was born on 16th of the 8th. Elvis died 16th of the 8th. La Madonna equals 168.
Wow, and Elvis was the king, wasn't he? He was the king of rock and roll, and she's the queen of pop.
Yeah, I've got that further down.
Ah, okay.
I've only heard about Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul.
Oh, yeah.
I've got that further down, but
okay.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day was released 16th of the 8th. Judgment.
Yeah, wow.
33 years after Madonna's birth, and Jesus was crucified age 33.
What?
Terminator 2 Judgment Day equals 312, released 30 years, 10 months, 20 days to Guidestones destroyed. Jorge Mario Bergoglio equals 312, Lucifer the Morning Star equals 212. So yeah, Madonna, Queen of Pop, born 16th of the 8th. Elvis Presley, King of Rock and Roll, died 16th of the 8th, 77. Aretha Franklin, Queen of Soul, died 16th of the 8th, 2018. 41 years after Elvis. The Devil, the Queen equals 41. Skull and Bones 41.
Wait, you're telling me that the Queen of Soul and the King of Rock and Roll died exactly 41 years apart?
Yeah.
And 9/11 was 41 day numerology as well, wasn't it? Pure 9/11.
Yes, yeah.
What?
And Cristiano Ronaldo, Christ, made his Man United debut on 16th of the 8th, 2003, against Bolton.
Wow.
26 years after Elvis' death.
And then he made his second debut for the Red Devils on 9/11 in a 4-1 win against Newcastle.
Yeah.
Mate, this is outrageous. Exactly. I'm getting goosebumps. Like, what is this? Like, to say this is man, this is so supernatural. Oh, my goodness.
And Idi Amin died 16th of the 8th, 2003. And again, with a King reference, because Forrest Whitaker played him in a movie called The Last King of Scotland.
And Elizabeth died in Scotland, didn't she? Elizabeth died in Scotland.
Yeah. Yeah, Balmoral.
Yeah.
Also, 16th of the 8th, 2009 is when Usain Bolt set the 100-meter world record at the Berlin Championships. 9.58 seconds.
What the heck?
Coronavirus pandemic equals 958 in reverse satanic cyber. Usain Bolt equals 113. Coronavirus declared pandemic on 11th of the 3rd. No shock that his nickname is Lightning Bolt. Lightning equals 100 and his speciality is 100 meters. So Ronaldo's debut against Bolton, then anniversary, Bolt breaks world record.
Oh, wow, yeah. Jeez.
Bolton's nickname is the Trotters, like to trot, and the Trotters equals 168.
And think about the Trotters from that hit TV show, Only Fools and Horses.
Only Fools and Horses.
Yeah, there's got to be a reason why they were called the Trotters.
Yeah, true.
Wow.
It's mad, yeah. And as you know, Queen Elizabeth equals 168, La Madonna equals 168, Statue of Liberty arrived in USA 168th day of the year. Both Madonna and Queen of Pop and Elvis, King of Rock, death dates are on the 228th day of the year. Elvis died 228 months after Madonna was born. Queen Elizabeth equals 2 to 8. 2 to 8 months is 19 years. Queen equals 19.
Yep.
Malcolm X died 21st of the 2nd, 65. 1 year, 68 days before Church of Satan. Again, La Madonna equals 168. Queen Elizabeth 2 equals 168. He died 6 years, 6 months, 6 days after Madonna's birth. And of course, Madonna had that Madame X concert tour, which began in New York. And Malcolm X died at Columbia University Medical Center, New York.
Did you see that Madonna? Did you see that Madonna performance right before coronavirus came about, and she was wearing the crown, and she had the eye patch with the X on it?
The crown.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, I think I've got some on one of the concerts. I'm not sure if it's that very one, but.
And what about Madonna?
Yeah,
surely you're going to talk about Like a Virgin if you're talking about Madonna and Virgin Mary.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, exactly. I've got that one.
Okay, thought you would.
Further down, not too far down.
All right, keep going. This is amazing.
So Madonna's Madame X tour began 17th of the 9th, 2019. 18 years, 6 days after 9/11 attack.
And 17th of the 9th is the 41st prime, isn't it?
Sorry?
17th of the 9th is the 41st prime, 179.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, wow.
It began 260th day of the year. Madonna equals 26, Queen 26. It lasted 20 weeks, 6 days, and of course began in New York and ended in Paris. And it ended 2 years, 6 months to Queen's death, another 26. Columbia Pictures founded 10th of the 1st, 1924. 1,860 days to Vatican founded. So another 186.
What was that date? What was the date it was founded?
It was founded 10th of the 1st, 1924.
So 101, 26 prime.
Yeah, again.
Jeez, man. Because the World Cup wasn't.
Statue of Liberty.
Yeah. Wasn't the World Cup final 101 days after the Queen died, wasn't it? I think.
Oh, was it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think so. 26 prime.
Wow. Just mad.
Yeah.
And Prince George was born same year as Francis installed as Pope, a span of 18 weeks, 6 days later.
Oh my goodness, mate.
The Invictus Games were held on 10th to the 14th of September 214, a tribute to the god Sol Invictus. Looks just like Statue of Liberty, has a crown. Those games began 156 months after 9/11 attack. 156 prime is 9/11. 156 months is 13 years. 13 nations competed in those games. 13 Illuminati bloodline. And I don't know if you know about the fleur de lis.
No.
It's the symbol for Virgin Mary. You can look it up on Google Images while I'm.
You were talking about 169.
Yeah, the Virgin Mary. Yeah.
Yeah, that's 13 times 13 gets you 169.
Wow. Shit.
So that syncs up with all the other 13s that you've just said.
13. Yeah. Yeah, you can put up the symbol fleur de lis. You've probably seen it on church windows and here and everywhere.
Yeah.
Symbol.
And Messi's got 13 World Cup goals, hasn't he, in 26 games? And it's crazy. And he got crowned world champion. It's that crown. The crown is the corona. I think your crown is your spirit. The more I think about the crown, Like when it talks about don't let anybody take your crown, I think your crown's your spirit. I think that's what it is that they're coming for.
Mm.
The spirit of each person.
Good point.
I think that's what the crown is.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
the fleur de lis equals 159, and the symbol, which is the symbol for Virgin Mary, Queen's New York equals 159, Jorge Mario equals 159, witchcraft equals 159. The fleur de lis equals 14472, Jesuit order 14472. Fleur de lis equals 111, Queen born 111th day of the year. 9/11 occurred on a date leaving 111 days left in the year.
And Jorge Mario Bergoglio equals 111 as well.
Right. Okay. Yeah. True. The Vatican was founded 11th of the 2nd, 1929. 91 years, 1 month to coronavirus declared pandemic, another 9/11. And as you know, Queen died 911 days after coronavirus declared pandemic. And Christopher Columbus died in 1506, 156 prime is 9/11.
I think you told me this. This was your find. I'm almost certain this find was yours. Did England's World Cup campaign began 911 days after George Floyd died?
Yeah, I can't remember now, but
I'll double check. I'm almost certain it was you who told me that. So let me just check. So he died 5/25/2020, yeah? And then England's campaign began November the 21st, wasn't it? Yep, yeah. So England, St. George's flag, they began their World Cup campaign a span of 911 days after George Floyd died. God.
Yeah, it's crazy. And Caesar Augustus was born 23rd of the 9th, 63 BC. But so it's basically an 11/9 because the 23. 11 on the clock is the 23rd hour.
Yeah, 23 is the 9th prime, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you've got a cheeky 99. You've got a cheeky 99 there, which is 9 times 11 gets you 99.
Yeah, Prince Philip, isn't it? The 243, Memphis, Tennessee equals 243. Number associated with death, Martin Luther King Jr. died there. Elvis Aaron Presley equals 243. King of Rock and Roll died in Memphis. Kobe Bean Bryant equals 243. He had a crown tattoo. Leicester City FC equals 243. Helicopter accident at King Power Stadium. George Michael equals 243. Died of heart attack. Queen Elizabeth II, written out the second, equals 243. Queen died 20 years, 4 months, 3 weeks after the release of the movie Murder by Numbers. Princess Diana died 243rd day of the year. Bin Laden died on date leaving 243 days left in the year. Lisa Marie Presley was from Memphis. She died 21st of the 1st, 2023. Identical date numerology to start of Year of the Dragon. She was famous for her hit Lights Out, so very sinister. She died of a heart attack. And Damar Hamlin, born 24th of the 3rd, he had a heart attack. And next year is Year of the Dragon equals 243, begins 10th of the 2nd, 204 weeks, 3 days after coronavirus declared pandemic, or a span of 3 years, 11 months, and coronavirus declared pandemic on 3/11.
Did you see recently that Darwin Núñez for Liverpool? He opened the scoring after 3 minutes and 11 seconds, and it was the quickest Champions League goal ever at Anfield, 3:11. That was 2 days ago.
Well, yeah, I didn't even take notice of
and
that time.
I keep raving on about that Saudi prince, MBS, who I think is the first beast of Revelation. He was born 243rd day of the year, the same day Diana died. So I think he was born exactly 12 years after Diana died. And he's 37 right now, the 12th prime. He's about to turn 38, which is the number connected to death, which we're seeing everywhere. We saw it all with LeBron, 38 points, 38th day of the year, at age 38 and all of that. So it's crazy.
38th prime, 163, goes back to Jorge Mario Bergoglio.
And it goes back to the 2 Super Bowl teams who came in with a 16-3 record.
Oh, yeah, 16-3. Yeah,
it's just baffling. And for me, the 243 massively connects to 72. 24 times 3 is 72. So basically, 3 days is 72 hours. And we know about 3 and Jesus. So Francis, he became the Pope, didn't he? The 72nd day of the year. You had Ronaldo being born 7 weeks and 2 days after the Pope's birthday. You had Brady win his last Super Bowl, 7th of February. You've got the 72 Goetic demons. You've got to look into them. So I think that 243 is the 72, which connects to demons. So I think it's demons behind it. I think that's what that 243 is. There's no way that DeMar Hamlin had a cardiac arrest.
I'm sure. You're breaking up a bit. I don't know if it's me or you.
No, I can hear you clearly. I can hear you very clearly.
I'll stand nearer the window anyway. I think it's better.
Okay. Keep going.
Yeah, so it was a span of 204 weeks, 4 days, and King Charles III equals 244, soon to be crowned king on 6th of the 5th, 2023, a span of 40 weeks, 1 day to beginning of the year of the dragon, which starts on 41st day of the year, and the devil equals 40, 41.
King equals 41 as well, doesn't it?
Sorry?
King equals 41.
Yeah.
That's crazy with all those 41s. So that's clearly an enormous number, 41. Because, again, it connects to 13, which is the number most connected to the devil. And 13 is the 6th prime as well. I've told you in my World Cup book, which you've read, I appreciate it. 13 is that number with Satan. It's huge and people are not aware of it. They always just think it's 666. All these 13s, like, they're everywhere. They're everywhere.
Yeah, because also in football, a 13th win and a 41st point usually hit. Yeah,
that's very true. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like a Virgin Mary released 311th day of year. 6/11/84. So flip it for a 9/11. Divine feminine equals 9/11. In Jewish cipher, Virgin Mary equals 64. 64th prime is 3/11. Ritual human sacrifice equals 9/11 in satanic cipher. Queen died 911 days after coronavirus. Declared pandemic. Queen died 8/9. The nativity of the blessed Virgin Mary is always on 8/9, which is supposed to be her birthday. And this gets a bit eerie now. The Feast of the Immaculate Conception of Mary is celebrated by the Catholic Church on 8th of the 12th, which was 11 weeks, 3 days after Queen's funeral. The first ever COVID-19 was administered on the 8th of the 12th, 20, to Margaret Keenan, jabbed by May Parsons, when both of those names are a version of Mary. And we had Margaret Thatcher, Theresa May, Mary Elizabeth Truss, and of course, Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor.
Wow.
Margaret Thatcher died 604 weeks after 9/11 attacks, and 64th prime is 9/11. Margaret Thatcher died exactly 113 months to Queen's death, and vaccine received 1 year, 1 month, 3 weeks after event 201.
And Margaret
exactly to Queen's death. Queen equals 19 again.
Theresa May resigned, didn't she? 3 years and 11 days into her role.
Yeah.
The 3/11
premiership. Yeah.
And when England won the World Cup in '66, they conceded 3 goals and scored 11. I just can't believe it. Like that 3/11, the 64th prime. That's why Fred, who for me is one of the worst footballers I've ever seen in the Premier League for Man United, he scored yesterday, the 64th prime. He scored with 311 days left, 64th prime, and he's born the 64th day of the year. So
yeah.
But let's just make this point.
Very connected to the Queen, aren't they, Man United?
Oh, incredibly. It seems, mate, all the top Premier League teams are. So Man United, Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea, not so much Man City, I've noticed. But Liverpool.
Say that. Man City, no, not so much. Arsenal and Man U are probably the most connected, I would say. Crystal Palace, a lot as well.
Yeah, Palace. That's why Arsenal. If you notice, Arsenal beat Crystal Palace. Obviously, Palace connects to Buckingham Palace. And Crystal Palace are called the Eagles. Like the Eagles just lost in the Super Bowl to the Chiefs.
Right.
It's just it's all connected, like 1,000,000% connected if you code at a high level. Like I've got 73 in the live now, 21 lights like Anthony scored after 73 minutes, number 21. Did you see the goal? Somebody sent me the highlights. Did you see the goal for Anthony's goal?
Which one?
The winning goal, Anthony, the guy who's bleached his hair, looks very female, very feminine.
Oh, is he bleached?
Yeah, so as that number 49 I always talk about, Garnacho, Mr. Revelation, he's bleached his hair blonde. He looks ridiculous. So there's definitely some sort of demonic possession when they do their hair blonde. They always seem to do, like, have great careers shortly after that, or they win a trophy or whatever. So if you look at the goal, Foden did it, Aguero, Messi's done his hair blonde. Like, there's a load of them, mate. The celebrities, you Justin Bieber's, then the Hadji Diouf, do you remember him? Yeah, do you remember the whole Romanian team did it?
He played for Bolton, didn't he?
And Liverpool, yeah. Again, he was a nonsense player, terrible player. But you've got, if you go watch that goal, I think Fred took a shot, pathetic shot, and it's hit the back of De Jong, who's number 21 for Barcelona. So it's took a deflection off Barcelona's 21, and then it's landed to Anthony, number 21, and he made the game 2-1 after 73 minutes of 21st prime. So if you're going to tell me right now, this isn't you, I'm just talking in general. You're going to tell me that Fred intentionally hit De Jong so it would perfectly land to number 21 Anthony to fire it in the bottom corner for the winning goal after 73 minutes. If you think that that's man behind that, then clearly you're not working at a high level when it comes to coding the universe. There's no way you can do that. Like, if you hit the ball, even with that that Alisson mistake for Vinny Jr. for Real Madrid, for him to kick the ball and Vinny to block it and it to go in, there's so much margin for error there for him to hit him on the wrong part of the body, for it to go left, for it to go right, and he went perfectly in the goal. It's supernatural. We're up, like you and I code every day, and we always teach people, and our hit rates are so high. I know, like, my MBA has been almost 90% in 4 months, which is unheard of. And the fact is, though, when we get it wrong, we're coding against God or demons or supernatural, aren't we? People think you're going to get everything right. They don't care about the actual. This presentation now is absolutely incredible, but there'll be people that don't care because you're not going to say, well, does that mean this team's going to win the league then from this code? That's all they're going to think. It's so frustrating, isn't it? It's super frustrating.
If they want to take a pick, though, I like Juventus to get to the Europa League final.
Against Man United? Against Man United?
Yeah, it's quite possible, yeah. The John Mockman connection.
The Di Maria connection, the Paul Pogba connection, the Ronaldo connection with Juve and Man United. Like this.
And Gianpiero Boniperti, he died 18th of the 6th.
Did he? I didn't know that. Yeah, I won't be shocked if it's Man United, Juventus. We'll have to do the spans from that 1999 semi-final when Man United knocked them out. Do you remember when Roy Keane got sent off?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I bet that has something big to do with it. But yeah, Ronaldo going to Juventus, and he didn't win anything there. It had to have meant something because he didn't win anything, I don't think. Or maybe he did. He didn't win anything. Maybe he won the league. I don't know.
I'm not sure he did.
I can't remember, but he went there and, like, everyone thought he was going to dominate and all of that, and he didn't really do a lot there, to be honest. So him going there was his whole career has been synced up with Pope Francis and the Queen. That's why I said if the Queen dies, Ronaldo will leave Man United. I think I said that. If the Queen dies, he's leaving Man United. Everyone was like, is Ronaldo leaving? I was like, if the Queen dies, he's gone. He's served his purpose. He'll leave, and he did. He went, didn't it, to Saudi Arabia, and they're all doing that 666 celebration. Did you see that photo?
Those points deductions for Juventus.
Yeah, what is that? There's so many rituals with Juventus where they get points deducted. Something not quite right about that club.
Man City might have to go through the same thing, apparently.
Yeah, I'm not sure they'll do that to Man City, but if they do that, it'll be an excuse for Guardiola to leave, won't it? because he don't often stay too long
Yeah,
at clubs.
true.
All right, keep going.
So,
keep going.
8 of the 12 happens to be John Lennon's death date, and he once said he was bigger than Jesus, and it is also the birthday of Jim Morrison, lead singer of The Doors, who posed like Jesus in one of his albums.
He died at 27, didn't
he? Yeah, and Sinead O'Connor, who once tore a photo of the Pope on stage, was born on that date. Mary, Queen of Scots, was born 8th of the 12th, 1542. Became queen 6 days after she was born because her father died. She was coronated in 1543. 1543 is the 243rd prime, and Princess Diana died 243rd day of the year.
Amazing.
And obviously Kobe Bean Bryant died in Corona del Mar. And Queen Mary was known as Mary Stuart, equals 156. 156 prime is 911. And then you've got the Auspes Maria symbol. It's a IXXI, which is a 911 in Roman numerals.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
And if you write it out, the IXXI, it equals 42. And you know the beast reigns for 42 months.
Oh, yeah, tell me about it.
It's a monogram of the Virgin. It translates under the protection of Mary. That's what it is. Mother of Jesus equals 174, 57, 177, 69. New World Order equals 174, 75, 177, 69. So, and they actually match in over 15 ciphers, those two phrases.
My goodness.
And then you have, of course, Madonna's daughter is called Lourdes Maria Chichon Leon. Another Mary, born on date Arturo Sosa installed as Black Pope 20 years, 1 day before, like Jesuit order equals 201. And Lourdes, like the French town that had a vision of the Virgin Mary known as the Marian apparition. The first of those apparitions was, of course, 11th of the 2nd, 1858. Happens to be 71 years to the Vatican founded. Coronavirus declared pandemic on the 71st day of the year. The Society of Jesus equals 71. Jorge Bergoglio equals 71. Vatican City equals 71. And I think you'll love this one. It's 1,860 months to lightning strike in Basilica in 213.
Oh, what the heck, mate? Just.
And okay, yeah, 9/11.
I've got another Mary for you. You know, we were talking about all these so-called icons like Elvis and Madonna and Aretha Franklin. So, you know, we're talking about Mary. Well, check this out. Mary J. Blige. Have you heard of her? She's
the rapper.
Yeah, she's known as
R&B.
She's known as the Queen of R&B.
Yeah.
Her name's Mary. She's won nine Grammys. So another one, mate. Another Mary with Queen of Hip Hop, Queen of R&B.
Yeah, I forgot to even look into her.
Yeah, it's definitely something to.
I was trying to think of the Marys, and she didn't come to my mind. But
yeah, but she's been very popular in our lifetime, Mary J. Blige. A lot of hit songs.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Right.
And 1,860 months is actually 155 years. Coronavirus equals 155. Elizabeth equals 155.
Oh, and
the rabbit.
Yeah. Keep going.
155, which is what we're on now.
Wow, Mary J. Blige is looking so masculine. It's outrageous, mate. Not even trying to banter you. She was born 111, mate. 111. Just like Jamie Vardy.
Oh, yeah.
And Emil Heskey.
Yeah, when they get into the 50s, it starts to go.
Yeah,
she must be nearly rocking 50.
She's 52. Big Queen number.
52, Pope, yeah.
Yeah, of course. And, Jesus, I was going to say something pretty profound then. I've completely forgot where I was going. So I was talking about Mary J. Blige. Well, she was born 1971. That's when the World Economic Forum was founded. So... Right. It's interesting. Yeah. It's absolutely wild. This stuff. They're all synced, aren't they?
Yeah. And the second apparition was 100 years, 4 weeks, 4 days to Madonna's birth. The Jesuit order equals 144. Mark of the Beast equals 144. And 100 years, 4 weeks, 4 days is 1,505 months, 6 days. Ignatius of Loyola, founder of the Jesuits, died in 1556. Then you have the movie There's Something About Mary, released 15th of the 7th, 1998. 1,130 weeks to coronavirus declared pandemic. Maria, sung by Blondie, released 11th of the 1st, 99. Queen born, 111th day of the year, was released 3 months, 11 days after her birthday. And then you had Ave Maria, which was composed by Franz Schubert, born 31st of the 1st, 1797. So again, a 311. So anything to do with Mary is riddled with 311s, 911 rituals.
Wow, and that song with Blondie, with Maria, I remember she'd sing something about your heart beats like a subway train. Ooh, it makes you want to die. So is that heart symbolism again?
Right.
And she mentioned something about Ava Maria and something within the song. My dad used to love this song. Ava Maria.
Yeah, it's been proved she's very satanic. She's been seen doing satanic rituals.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. And that song was released 1999. And it's funny, she's called Blondie, and we're talking about all these athletes dyeing their hair blonde.
Yeah, that just came to my mind.
And that, by the way, Mary J. Blige, she actually performed at the Super Bowl 56 halftime show. And she concluded a set with the 2001 classic No More Drama. And 2001 was the year of 9/11.
Right, yeah. No more drama.
No more drama.
Yeah,
like
they're sick, these people. And this is crazy. You heard of Mary Antoinette?
Yep.
The French queen.
Yeah.
She was beheaded 16th of the 10th, 1793. So if you write it, it could be 1016, so you can flip it for a 911. Yep. She was the last queen of France before the French Revolution. The French Revolution ended 9th of November, 1799. So again, another 9/11. And she was beheaded 911 weeks after the Illuminati was found.
Exact.
911 weeks.
What the heck?
And she was called Marie. That's why I brought her up. What? And she was born 2nd of the 11th, 1755. So exactly 246 months before Freemasonry was founded, which was founded on 24th of the 6th. And 246 months is 20 years, 6 months. Queen equals 26, Madonna equals 26.
And 246 passengers died on that flight, 9/11.
Yeah.
Messi's birthday is 24/6, isn't it?
24/6, yeah. And Mary Antoinette was born 170 years, 170 days before Queen Elizabeth II. Freemasonry founded 1717.
Yeah, and Revelation 17:17 is enormous.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's about the beast.
And of course, Queen Serena Williams' first ever US Open was the 119th edition, won on 9/11, 1999. 20 years, 6 months to coronavirus declared pandemic. Again, Queen Madonna, 26.
Do you remember my remember my Patreon got taken down on 26, 2 months and 6 days after my birthday?
Wow, crazy.
Yeah, it got taken down the 20th of June, 2 months and 6 days after my April the 14th birthday. You got to be kidding me. When I turned 36.
Jesus.
I turned 36 for your 666. Can't believe it, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. 26 likes. I just got the 26 like as we were talking about 26. This is comical. Keep going. Yeah, comical.
Mary Tudor, so Mary I, known as Bloody Mary, born 18th of the 12th, 1516. 10,506 weeks before Freemasonry was founded.
And 1812 was the World Cup day, wasn't it?
9/11. Really?
1812 was the World Cup date final.
Yeah, and that Independence War began 18.
Yep.
Well, that was year 1812.
1812. Yeah, the United States against Great Britain.
Yeah, and then you had Madonna born exactly 260 weeks after Pope Francis.
Was she?
Again, the 26. The beast equals 26. Queen 26. Crown 26. Plague 26. Babylon 26. The beast 26. Inanna 26.
God was 26 as well.
God 26. And from release of Like a Virgin tour. No, from release of Like a Virgin to the start of a Virgin tour. 10th of the 4th, 85 was 156 days. 156 prime is 9/11. Virgin tour ended 11th of the 6th, 85. Flip it for a 9/11, exactly 195 months to 9/11/01. Madonna Louise Chichone equals 195. Devil Worshipper 195. That tour ended to Super Bowl show was 320 months, 2 days, 322 Skull and Bone.
Okay, that's amazing. Let me just do one thing for a second. There's a guy in the chat who I really like. So asking me about my hat, saying people are concerned that it's got devil symbolism or whatever. This hat, my wife got me from Costa Rica, or my ex-wife. If you look at the hand, this is not the devil horns. It's the thumb and the little finger. This is not that. All right? It's not that. So look carefully at the hat. It's not what you think it is. All right? It's this whole surfer thing, because they all surf out in Costa Rica. So, again, it's just whatever.
Yeah, we all have symbols of clothing with a symbol that we don't really want to have, but it's there. What we're meant to do, throw the clothes away.
Well, I actually threw that hat away. I threw the hat away, the RVCA, because it had the exact same geometry as the word kill. So I threw away a $40 hat because that made me go, geez. But with this one from Costa Rica, like, you know what the surfers do? They do that whole thumb up and little finger.
Yeah,
that's not the devil horns. People just, they can't process information. Most people, they just jump on something and they don't actually break it down. So unless somebody wants to buy me a brand new hat, send it my way. I'll wear that. Buy me a hat if you want. All right, let's keep going. Hey, Charlotte.
Yeah, so that's the reason we have Washington, D.C. between Virginia and Maryland, and like the Virgin Mary, and why the Pentagon construction began on 9/11/1941. And now the largest Virgin Mary statue is in Trujillo, Venezuela. It was unveiled by Antonio Herrera Campins, president of Venezuela at the time. When did he die? 9/11/2007.
So 6 years after. November. 6 years after 9/11.
The 313th day of the year, Pope Francis installed on 313. Yeah, sorry.
I said, so he died exactly 6 years after 9/11.
No, this is 9th of November, not.
Okay, yeah.
September.
But the 9/11, the 11/9, they have the same energy, don't they?
Yeah, they're hand in hand. Even the 611, you could say that as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And that Virgin Mary statue was unveiled 21st of the 12th, 1983. 266 years from Freemasonry founded. Obviously not exactly.
Yeah, but it's still
Francis is 266 Pope. Jesus Omnium Salvator equals 266. And ad majorem Dei gloriam is the Jesuit motto, meaning to the greater glory of God equals 266.
And their God is Lucifer. Their God is Lucifer. That's what people need to realize.
But the question is, who is Lucifer? I think it's Virgin Mary.
We were discussing this yesterday. I've said Catholicism is Satanism. I really do believe that. And obviously I live in Mexico and they worship the Virgin Mary, and you should only bow down to God, like Jesus. And they worship the Virgin Mary. That's who they pray to before they go out to recess and in the morning and before they leave. It's the Virgin Mary they're praying to. And I believe that is quite easily be who they're worshiping.
I feel sorry for them because they've been deceived so deeply
massively, in my
They
opinion.
think they're doing a good thing.
Yeah, they're giving their energy to the beast, and Catholicism's growing every year, it seems.
Yeah. And that Virgin Mary statue was unveiled 17170 days after Francis's birth. Freemasonry founded in 1717.
It's just
1717 is the 34th pentagonal number. Jesus equals 34. Beast equals 34.
well, Revelation 17:17, mate, is for God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of God shall be fulfilled. That's Revelation 17:17. That's why Freemasonry was founded 1717, because the high-ranking Freemasons, they are working for the beast. But the fact is, this has to be done because it's written in order for God's words to be fulfilled. So this is happening right now. All this stuff, I'm going to speak quickly to the chat. Guys, Satanism is everywhere. You have to be blind at this point to not be seeing it. It's everywhere you look in the mainstream right now. Everything's playing out as written in the book. Everything. So people want to ignore this. It's all there. The numerology is there, the symbolism, the historical connections. Everything's there. They're pushing this LGBTQ plus community, the T agenda that I always talk about. We're going to have World War III approaching. It's all happening. People still only want to care who's going to win the NBA. Comical, to be honest. Everything is red right now. It seems this year the theme's red. Like last year, it was blue and yellow. It seems like red is the theme this year. Yeah, that's what it looks like. All right, keep going, Chuck.
Yeah, so 18th of the 6th, 1983, the same year the statue was unveiled, is actually 186 days to when the statue was unveiled.
Oh, my goodness.
And it was unveiled same year as the Police released Murder by Numbers, which was on the Synchronicity album. 26 weeks, 6 days later, Francis is the 266th Pope.
And then you had police officer Derek Chauvin murder George Floyd by the Numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
My goodness.
All revelation. And Rihanna's nickname is Caribbean Queen, born 4 years, 2 months after the unveiling of Virgin Mary statue.
Wow.
La Madonna equals 51. Rihanna born 51st day of the year.
Headline Super Bowl 57, exactly 51 weeks after her birthday.
And Disturbia released 17th of the 6th, 2008, 169th day of the year. The Virgin Mary equals 169.
Well, did you know that
23 years after the Statue of Liberty in the US?
So did you say 17:6?
The Illuminati equals 1, 2, 3, fall of Babylon equals 1, 2, 3.
Did you say 17:6?
Yeah.
So that can be written 6/17, yeah? It's June the 17th.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
617 is the 113th prime. 113.
Wow.
When it was declared a
pandemic. I didn't even get that.
Yeah, 617 is the 113th prime.
Yeah, there you go. And it's 169th day of the year of the Virgin Mary equals 169.
Do you know why Messi wears number 30 for PSG?
Other than this 113 prime.
Well, yeah, Paris Saint-Germain gets you 113, the 30th prime, but Messi is the false messiah, yeah? They often call him the Messiah.
Yeah.
Well, 30 pieces of silver was the price for which Judas betrayed Jesus. For 30 pieces of silver, mate.
Oh, right.
How deep is this? That is why Messi wears 30, because he works for Judas Iscariot, who betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. And this is how deep it is. They'll come up, they'll make up some story that he has this connection to 30. Also, he wears 30 for PSG and Ronaldo wears 7 for his Al Nassr. 307, that's 63rd prime. But 3:07 a.m. is demon hour. That's why he wears 30 Messi and Ronaldo 7. It's so beyond deep.
Well, yeah. And he's 1.69 meters tall.
Yeah.
And the Virgin Mary equals 169.
Yeah, you can't make it up.
He's known as the Messiah, as you say. So
You can't make it up. And he's 5'7", and then the didn't their coach win the World Cup in his 57th game? And then you had Super Bowl 57 days after the Pope's birthday. Like, even the height, it's like it's just been perfectly made by not in a lab. I don't think it's about being in a lab or cloning. It's just biblical. These people are playing their role, and they've been created a certain way. It's just wild, man.
Yeah, and really, that's why I think this World Cup will play out, but probably not in a normal way. I mean, it'll probably be closed stadiums. But last time I said to you the World Cup final was in the Azteca, but I got it wrong. It's at the MetLife Stadium in New York, New Jersey.
Yeah.
And like New York is the New York, like York was an ancient Roman foothold in England.
It was going to be the capital of England.
64. World Cup starts on 6/4. 64 prime is 311. Ends on 73 on 7/3. Queen equals 73. York was invaded by Romans in 71 AD. Coronavirus declared pandemic on 71st day of the year.
Wow.
And this is why they brought a load of Jesuit immigrants over specifically to New York, immigrants from Italy and Ireland back in the 1800s. And now the city of York happened to be bombed during World War II on 29th of the 4th, 1942. The 119th day of the year, 246 remaining, pre-majorly founded 24th of the 6th. It was bombed 16 years, 8 days after Queen's birth. Queen Elizabeth II equals 168. La Madonna equals 168. And have a guess what the population of York is right now.
I can't guess that. I'm not that good. Go on.
156,000.
Oh, come on. Come on.
And it was bombed 6 years, 200 days to Prince Charles's birth. Queen equals 62, Madonna 62, Virgin Mary 62.
Queen coronated 1953.
Sorry?
The Queen coronated 1953, the 62nd triangular number on 6/2.
Wow.
Just, yeah.
And York was bombed 24 years, 2 days before Church of Satan founded. Elizabeth Windsor equals 242. Order of the Jesuits 242. Ukraine war began 24/2. And William the Conqueror fought some wars in York, and he died on a date leaving 113 days left in year.
Today's the anniversary, isn't it, of Russia invading the Ukraine? Today's the 1 year anniversary.
Yeah, 12 months, yeah.
55th day of the year for Satan. My goodness.
Yeah.
My word. What about Man United? When Man United won the treble, one of their best players was Dwight York. They had Dwight York, didn't they? Crazy.
True, with the big white tee, yeah.
Yeah, and then he was dating Jordan, who's a blatant bloke.
Yeah, Jordan, Katie Price.
Yeah, Katie Price.
Who looks really, really bad now with all the work she's done.
Beyond horrific, to be honest. But we can't say these things because YouTube will take it down.
Yeah.
I think Katie Price is so beautiful and amazing. That's all I'll say. Keep my video up.
Sorry?
I think Katie Price is so beautiful and amazing. I've got to say these things now to keep my YouTube channel going. Can't criticize anybody, can you? Tell everybody how incredible they are.
You can't even give an opinion there.
No, you can't. I told my dad about it. I told my dad about how I got banned, and it was like, ads, it's just getting ridiculous now. Like you get thrown off Facebook for hate speech, for just expressing opinion. And my dad's not one of those people who likes to get into these conversations. He don't like it. But he's aware of it now. He's aware of it, that they're just basically removing anything that doesn't go with the narrative of the mainstream. He's finally getting it, which is good. Yeah. Somebody's asking, what makes Virgin Mary Lucifer? Somebody's asking that. How would you answer that question? What makes Virgin Mary Lucifer?
By the numbers that are coming up, the 311s and 911s, I think it goes, all the rituals, looks like goes back to the Virgin Mary. So why would the rituals go back to a deity if it wasn't satanic?
I agree. And Lucifer, it's like Lucy, isn't it? Lucy, a female name. I've told you, if I'm right about the whole world of celebrity being inverted, right? and I'm right about that. I'll never be able to fully prove it. I know that, but if I am right, that means all your prime ministers, all your presidents in the US were women. And that's why Beyonce said, "Who runs the world, girls?" So we've been brought up. I've told you, we've been socially engineered to believe that men rule the world. We know Satan does everything, every single thing in reverse. So if he's telling us that man is running everything and pushing feminism and all of that, so now he's actually pushing women, or Lucifer, is pushing women to the top. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Actual women. So it's like,
yeah.
It's very interesting to me.
It's sinister. Yeah, it's very sinister. But
it's very sinister. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the three prime ministers we've had, they certainly don't look like women to me.
Oh no, I know.
Especially Theresa May or Maggie Thatcher.
Well, speaking of Theresa May, Operation Warp Speed began in May the 15th, and Claydex, the pandemic simulation, was May the 15th. So again, Theresa May, like, she's so connected to coronavirus.
Yeah.
And then so is the month of May.
Yeah.
And Mary is basically May, isn't it? Without the R.
Yeah, that's it. It's a version. Even Margaret is like a version of Mary. May is a version of Mary.
Yeah. And was it Elizabeth's sister called Margaret?
Oh yeah, that's right. And Marina is also a version of Mary, and Ma in Spanish means sea, just like divine feminine connected to water. So it's very deep.
Wow. I think England's biggest ever victory is against San Marino as well, I think.
Oh yeah, you could be right about that.
Yeah, maybe, I'm not sure. Or maybe in a qualifying game. I'm not
13-0
sure.
maybe or something.
I'll check that if you want to keep going, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'm nearly done now. About 26 years after the ceremony of unveiling the statue of the Virgin Mary in Venezuela, Chavez declared an economic crisis in Venezuela on 6th of the 2nd, 2010. Again, the Virgin Mary 62, Madonna 62, 26, Queen 62, 26. It was 144 weeks later, Chavez died on the 64th day of the year, 64th prime is 311. He died 5th of the 3rd, 213. And Chavez became president of Venezuela on 14th of the 4th, 2002. 1 year, 44 weeks later after Bin Laden's death. Sorry, I've got a mistake there.
England's biggest record is they beat Ireland 13-0. So it's that 13 again. They beat them 13-0 on the 18th of February, 1882.
Yeah.
Of course it has to be 13. Of course it has to be. 13-0.
Yeah.
And I think England women, women, they beat Latvia.
You've got that witch, Marina Abramovich, which is, as I said, a version of Mary.
Yeah.
She was born 30th of the 11th, 46, so another 311. Born exactly 611 weeks before Madonna, which is a version of 9/11 if you flip it.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Madonna's openly
Mary
studies the
Poppins.
Kabbalah, doesn't she? She openly studies the Kabbalah. Madonna. She told everyone.
And she blood ritual paintings and everything.
Yeah. And Lady Gaga's best friend.
Lady Gaga gets her inspiration from it, which is no surprise.
Lady Gaga said her biggest inspiration I saw in an interview was Madonna, and Lady Gaga is best friends with that Abramovich, who does the satanic paintings and the blood sacrifice and all of that. So they all work.
Exactly.
They all work for Lucifer, don't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Not your typical. They don't have to be blood relatives.
Mary Poppins, a movie essentially about a witch performing black magic, released 27th of the 8th, 64. Again, 64th prime is 311, released 611 days before Church of Satan founded.
So that's 611 is proven to be huge, isn't it?
And released 6 years, 11 days after Madonna's birth.
Mate, this 611 connects to 66. 6 times 11 is 66. And the book of Revelation is the 66th and final book. That's when the Church of Satan was founded. So
wow, yeah,
611,
true,
6 times
true.
11.
That's why.
Number of the beast is 66. Messi won the World Cup 6 months and 6 days before his birthday. So that's that 116. It's your 66. They're sneaky, aren't they? Like 911's 99, 611's 66. 66 and 99 are basically the same thing with your yin and yang. They fit perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's what it's about. Yeah, it's so deep. That's it. But
that is absolutely remarkable, mate.
Yeah, thanks. As I say, it took me 2 weeks, but
and did you know Mary?
Those 911, 311s, and 1860.
Yeah,
I knew it was going to be deep.
Yeah, it really is. And you know, you're talking about water and Mary. Yeah. So mar in Spanish, mar means ocean.
Yeah.
So again,
yeah, I said that.
Oh, you did? Okay. So
like marina, where boats park.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, your marina as well. Oh my goodness. Wow.
So it's very deep. I'm sure I'm just only even scratching the surface with this, but
I won't say you're scratching the surface. You've done more than that with the connections that you've made.
A little bit more, but yeah, it'll take months and months to really dig deep into the whole, what is the Virgin Mary.
And remember, the Spice Girls were heavily pushing girl power and stuff in the 90s.
Yeah.
Heavily pushing girl power. Crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. I was going to ask you this. I'm planning on going to England in April for the whole month. Do you think I'll be safe enough do you think I'll be good to go? Or do you think something's going off in March that's going to affect flights? Or do you think it's going to be later in the year?
No, I think something might kick off after the summer, but as I've said to you before, whatever it is, I don't think it's going to be full on straight away. I think it'll be gradual, because I do think this World Cup in New York has got to play out because of Revelation, but how it's going to play, as I say, it might be a huge virus, and it might be behind closed doors.
Well, the plan one for 2025.
It was going to happen in the Euros, but it didn't in the end because they postponed it a bit.
There's been a pandemic simulation for 2025 that there's going to be another deadly virus by 2025. So that's a year before the World Cup. So
really,
yeah. If you look into it.
Well, the Kraken that they call it.
Give me a second. I've got a. Saved it. Yeah, it's the SPARS pandemic by 2025.
The SPAR?
SPARS, yeah. SPARS like water as well, isn't it? You connect going to the spa.
Yeah.
Yeah, SPARS pandemic 2025 to 2028. The WHO reported that the fatality was like 15% of people that basically get the virus. So this is 2025. It's called SPARS. Yep. So that's going to be the year. You know, when they do this, that Claydex was 666 days before coronavirus was declared a pandemic. So, and Bill Gates said there will be another virus, and it will be far worse than this one.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, and I don't doubt it. So the World War III might essentially not be a military war. It might be this.
Oh yeah, exactly. I'm not even sure it's going to be military. Yeah,
there'll be little wars probably, but a world war, I think it's against the plague.
It's just a spirit. I just keep saying it's a spiritual war, and people are going to soon realize that. It's just going to become so outrageous. It's like, so now with this SPARS pandemic, I'm going to let everyone know about this now, because nobody knew about Claydex. Nobody knows about Agenda 21. I'm going to start pushing this, and if this take my video down, I'm just literally going to read. I'll do a video live, not today. I've got too much going on, but this is an 89-page document. Queen died on 8/9, and a futuristic scenario for public health risk communicators. Of course, it's the Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security that Bill Gates funds. So they're telling us, and it's talking about the outbreak beginning, a possible cure, potential vaccine. It's like, I'm just hoping people learn from what happened with coronavirus. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't learn from the mistakes.
No, they
It's humans'
don't. No.
biggest weakness. They
I
just
would
don't know.
advise, like your videos on transgenders and coronaviruses, to maybe do that on BitChute.
Yeah, it can't be on. It can't be on YouTube. Simply put, I can't put it on YouTube.
No, they're just going to shut it down straight away.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody made a very good point talking about the Statue of Liberty is in New York, which is the Big Apple, and of course that goes back to the Garden of Eden, where the serpent convinced Adam and Eve to take a bite of the forbidden fruit. And then you got apple.
Yeah, very
apple.
true. Yeah, very true.
Yeah, so
that's why it's it all goes back to New York, the New York Roman foothold.
Yeah, wow. This was incredible, mate.
It
was incredible. Wow.
Yeah, thanks very much for the time anyway. And,
no, thank you.
I think people took something from it.
They must have done. There was definitely people that'll be blown away by that. I think when Chuck comes on, guys, you have to listen a few times, because the stuff that he makes so many incredible points in the space of one presentation. You can lose track of how good they are. So I would rewatch it. But yeah, cheers, Chuck, mate. I'll speak to you soon. And if you've got another code like this, of course, present it.
All right, thanks very much, Adam. I appreciate it.
Have a great weekend. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank
Cheers.
you. Bye. So again, guys, this guy is absolutely sensational at what he does. The connections that he makes are beyond wild. And he's like me now. He don't just want to code sports and win people a bit of extra money. Trying to code like where the world's going. All right, to try and get best prepared for where the world's going. And it's crazy stuff. It's so thought-provoking. And that's what it's all about. You don't have to agree with everything I say or Chuck says, but the connections are pretty undeniable, and it's up to you what you do with them. So, hey, how are you doing, Hans? I don't want to do that. Just a human, I'm not interested. Is there any connections with popular modern electronic music, more mainstream DJs and producers like Carl Cox? Probably doesn't have a cock. Paul Oakenfold, Tiesto. Music's incredibly influential, yeah. And it's all about frequency. And I think Lucifer has played around with the frequencies. I love electro music. I ain't going to lie. Love Tiesto. I'm a big fan of electro music. And it does give me a buzz. It does increase my energy levels. Music's incredibly powerful. I watched a video the other day where an orchestra were performing in front of, I think, 3,000 plants, and the plants were like moving. They could feel the music. They could feel it. So music's incredibly powerful. London Bridge is down. Yep. Yep. I've talked about that in my Queen book. So I'm going to go. I hope you enjoyed that. So you know, today is exactly 12 months after Russia invaded the Ukraine. And it's also exactly 36 months after Kobe and Gianna Bryant's memorial. So if you do code out there and you are coding your sports or whatever it is, you got to look into Kobe Bryant numbers today pretty much every day. If you go on my website and read my Lakers code yesterday to beat the Warriors, it was just bang on. Definitely my favorite sport to code is the NBA. Nothing but actors. And all the war numbers, because obviously today is the anniversary of Russia supposedly invading the Ukraine. At least that's what they told us. You know what I mean? That's what they told us. Remember that Satan knows he's lost and wants to hurt Jesus through his mother. He wants to just bring people down with him. He knows he's lost. He's fully aware of that. And he wants to bring people down with him to join him in that lake of fire. I ain't going to be one of them. All right, I'm off. Take care. Thanks for all your support. Have a blessed day. Actually, take me off 42 likes. I'm seeing that beast number everywhere. Take me off the 42, please. Hey, no, my pleasure, Chigozi. I'm just seeing 42 everywhere. It's becoming a joke now. Take me off there. Please smash that like button. That's not me saying that. That's divine. I think YouTube are definitely, they've kept me on this 991 subs for a while now. So I know they've done that before in the past. They keep me on a certain number for a while. I'm like, that's strange. And then all of a sudden I get all these subs. It's like, why did you keep me on that? I'm trying to figure out what is 991. Well, it's 199 in reverse at 46 prime. But anyways, all right. Yeah, do me a favor. Just share my work. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Just share my work if you can. Take care. Much love. Thank you, Chuck. That was remarkable, like always. Take care, and I'll try go live tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'm pretty busy, but I'll try my best to go live tomorrow for you. All right. Bye, guys.